Good afternoon to Alugbati group. So, pasensya na maingay ang background. Nasa labas ako. But let's check this. For your title, uh, all caps for the title. This part is not in bold. Yes, yes. And for the background of the study, please see how you cite. You put the citation after the period. There's the period. Same as this one. So on the first part we talked about, so for the first part we talked about allergic rhinitis, and you look at the uh, status of allergic rhinitis here worldwide and nationwide, and then look at the gaps here. We have lots of problems causing allergic rhinitis, but the gaps here, you see, it's very short. You need to emphasize or highlight the gaps. You need to show here that there are other people that doesn't already have treatment or do not treat their allergic rhinitis. They don't have prophylaxis for this one. Also, we have the other medicines, but you emphasize the cause. Mahal yung mga allergic rhinitis na mga spray, nasal spray. And you can also, if there are side effects, they're synthetic, for example, you can also emphasize here. And then you go to the use of herbs already. Okay, you have here the use of herbs as an alternative. And then you talked about Alugbati. You emphasize this anti-inflammatory property, and here in this part you can say that it has already been tested in vitro or other functions as anti-inflammatory agent. Ano bang nilagay ko dito? Hindi ko naintindihan na yung nilagay ko dito. Yeah, and then in between here is the link of the anti-inflammatory property and allergic rhinitis. And then you say here, since your Alugbati has anti-inflammatory property, it could be developed and evaluated for allergic rhinitis. And then the significance. For the statement of the objectives, it's okay lahat, except that I don't see this development of nasal spray or the formulation of nasal spray in your methodology. For the statement of hypothesis, this is called an H0 and this is an H1. H0 means is for null hypothesis and H1 is for alternative hypothesis. And this H01 is the first null hypothesis. You can have H02 if you have other null hypotheses. So you need not to put this part because you only have one inferential question. This is number 3. So this should be similar to your number 3. For conceptual framework, yes, 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 it's okay. Yes, 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 it's okay. For scope and the limitation, it's okay. Just that we don't want to see this pet store. We won't be getting from a pet store. So it's better if you put, we will purchase from a registered or authorized seller of lab rats. Make it general maybe. Magiging internal na lang to if you have from Santiago, Isabela. But you do write this part, not from a pet store. Nakita ko rin yan sa methodology niya. For RRL, get rid of this Roman numeral and the letters. And this part should have a picture of the Alugbati and talking about Alugbati itself, how it looks like, its botanical name, its common names. History, yes, you can put that. We get rid of the arrows or the bullets, this must be in narrative format. Also, your phytochemistry, you should show there what are the secondary metabolites found. Yung pinapakita niya na dito na there is that anti-inflammatory active ingredient or secondary metabolite. Dapat nandito na yun. Medicinal use. Yes. Then, allergic rhinitis. Pathophysiology. Then, existing treatments. This should be comprehensive. Then, actually, we don't need the rats part here already. The positive control, yes. Yes. Related studies, yes. Anti-inflammatory testing protocols. You can also include at this part already other allergic rhinitis protocols. Those that you cannot actually do in your experiment. You have it, all the RRL, you have it all those. You write the protocols available here so that you can compare and contrast and recommend at the end of your paper. And then for your materials and methods, you use, when you say it's experimental already, it's understood that it is quantitative. So you can say it's quantitative or experimental would be more fitting for your paper. And then locale of the study, subject and sampling procedure. You have here your subject. You can write you can already put at this part under your subject your, I don't see any sampling here. You can already write here your acclimatization step and the acute toxicity testing when you're talking about your subjects and how you distributed your number of rats to your treatments at this part, subject and sampling procedure. For your methodology, yes, you start with the collection and preparation of plant extracts, and then after the collection and preparation, you should jump already with your nasal spray. This is the development of your nasal spray, and then C is your no more with acclimatization should be already here under your subject and sampling. Already, also this one is under subject and sampling. So you go ahead with the sensitization, preparation of lab animals at this part. Preparation of lab animals. You put sensitization, provocation, and then drug treatment already. And then you have, after drug treatment, histological assessment. And then, last part, this is another part, statistical analysis or data analysis. Okay, here, missing is your formulation of the nasal spray. And then your sensitization and provocation should not be under aqueous extraction of Alugbati. It should be from your lab animals here. It's another branch. Acclimatization, acute toxicity test, sensitization, provocation before you marry your nasal spray and your lab animals for the drug treatment. Okay, if you have questions, just message me in our group chat.